So let's get right down to it. What is at the absolute heart of a clear, powerful English sentence? Today, we're going to strip the language down to its most essential blueprint, that simple, rock-solid structure that makes communication actually work.
You know, it seems like a simple question, right? But the answer is everything. Think about it like a recipe. Every good dish has a few core ingredients you just can't skip. Sentences are the exact same way. Once you master those building blocks, your writing completely changes. So let's break down that recipe.
All right, first up, we've got the star of the show, the subject. You can think of the subject as the main character in a tiny little story. It's the one making things happen. Every single complete sentence has to have one, so that's where we're going to start.
So what is it, really? The subject is simply the who or the what that's actually driving the action in the sentence. An easy way to find it? Just ask yourself, who or what is doing the thing here? Okay, let's take a look at our example sentence. The bird pecked the apple. Now, if we ask that question, who did the pecking, the answer is super clear, right? It's the bird. And there you have it. That's our subject.
And right here, you can see it laid out perfectly. The diagram points it out for us, confirming that the bird is our subject. It's the one performing the action. This is always step one.
Okay, so we've got our subject. But a subject all by itself is kind of just hanging out, you know? It needs to do something. It needs some action. And that brings us to the second crucial piece of the puzzle, the verb. And listen, this is a big one. It's a non-negotiable rule. Every complete sentence has to have a verb. It's the engine, it's the heartbeat of the sentence. Without a verb, nothing is happening. There's no story, no event, nothing. So let's jump back to our sentence. What action did our bird actually do? Well, it pecked. See how that one word just brings the whole thing to life? And yep, if we check out the diagram again, it zeroes right in on pecked as our verb. It's that vital link that connects our subject to the rest of the idea. So now we have the doer and we have the action. We're getting close. So the bird pecked. Okay, the thought is getting there, but it feels a little incomplete, doesn't it? Pecked what? The action needs to land somewhere. It needs a target, and that brings us to the final piece of our basic blueprint, the object.
The object is basically the receiver of the action. So if the subject is the one throwing the ball, the object is the thing that gets hit by the ball. It answers the question what or whom right after the action word.
Okay, let's ask the question for our sentence. The bird pecked what? The answer, as you can see right here, is the apple. The apple is the thing that's receiving that pecking action.
And boom, our diagram confirms it. It points straight to the apple as the object, the final destination for the action that our subject started. And just like that, there you have it. With those three key pieces, the subject, the verb, and the object, we've put together a complete, coherent thought. Let's take one last look at how it all fits together. So this is the famous subject-verb-object blueprint, or SVO for short. The doer, the action, and the receiver. There's a reason this is the most common sentence structure in English. It's just so logical, it's direct, and it's really, really hard to misunderstand. And now we can finally pull back and see the whole picture. Each part has its own job, and they all connect together perfectly to create one single clear idea. The bird pecked the apple. Every piece is totally essential.
So here's the big takeaway. If you're ever writing and you feel a little lost, or if you just want to make sure you're being super clear, come back to this simple formula. Find your subject, give it an action, and then give that action a target. It is the absolute foundation of clear communication.
And really, that's the whole point, isn't it? This isn't just some boring grammar lesson. It's a really powerful tool you can use to think clearly and to communicate with purpose. So now that you have the blueprint, the only question left is, what are you going to build with it?